So welcome back for our closing. I hope everybody enjoyed their workshops. I was in Wanted. I just thoroughly enjoyed learning about how Meadow Lake Tribal Council is taking a holistic approach to learning. And even they were doing things on teacher evaluations which took a holistic approach. Anyways, I really enjoyed it. We're closing. I've got a few little things to talk about. There's an evaluation which is on Survey Monkey, and we'll pop it up in the chat for you to fill out. I encourage all of you to fill it out, and this will help us plan for next year's national gathering. And we'll announce the winner of the vendor passport draw just before we close. You have to be present to win. The other thing is the national gathering. We're videotaping the entire gathering, and we'll have the videos uploaded on our website the beginning of January 2022. That might be up earlier, but I think we've got to give our staff enough time to. So it'll include the plenary, the keynote speeches, the panel, and the 10 workshops. So if you're like me, I'm anxious to see the 7 workshops I missed because I was in three. And although we've been together for 2 days, it really amounts to a 4-day workshop if you are four-day conference, national gathering, if you add up all the hours. So I'm going to introduce Dr. Paulette Tremblay, who will give us her closing remarks.
Well, I am totally over the moon about the amazing presentations that I observed and watched yesterday and today. I do have a PowerPoint. I'm going to ask Manon to bring it up, and so I can make some closing comments. But I want to say go to all our presenters, all of our keynotes. They certainly had lots to share, and I think all of us are going away totally enriched from having been exposed to these amazing topics. I think that as part of my closing, we were talking about the national gathering themes, and the national gathering themes were on resilience, they were on reconciliation, they were on control of First Nations education, and they were on change, and how all of those concepts, how all of those themes impacted us in a integrated, interconnected way. So when we look at that, we have this sense of, in the first one, resilience, connecting to the land that provincial parks are made on are now. They were our original grounds, and this land was our home. This land was something that this place was where our territories were. And so sometimes we had to do without those. And so now, but we still survived. And so I think that was the meaning in the depiction of that picture. But when we talk about the treaties and reconciliation as mechanisms that showed that we were nations and that we had the ability as nations to be self-determining and to live a certain way prior to contact. And it was acknowledged in the 1700s. But as we went further in time, we became wards of the states with the Indian Act and with the formation of the Indian Affairs Department at that time. And so we are finding our way back, and we need to have our voices heard. We needed an apology. We needed to be sharing our perspectives on how we're going to do that. And I heard that throughout the day and a half that we had these presentations, and then taking control of First Nations education. Many are doing it, and many have done it so well. And so we're pretty amazing people. This speaks to our resilience. It speaks to our willingness to step up when we have to. And as educators and as education administrators and directors, you know, it's our time to make sure our people and our young people are aware and informed. We have to keep them engaged, and change is a constant. And we know that when we talk about our values, and some of those are wisdom and honesty, love, courage, and humility, and respect and truth, then it's important to be able to speak to those. And so I heard all of these things throughout the day and a half. And I want to say, Nyawagoa, next slide, please. It was a very rich presentations in day one, 15 presenters. We have to thank you for making our national gathering relevant and successful. And we're so glad you have the opportunity to network and share with other First Nations directors of education administrators, and you've made connections, which is wonderful. That's part of what we're supposed to help you do. We had 6 vendors on day one. Thank you for bringing your products to the virtual national gathering. And I think your participation has enhanced our experience at the national gathering, learning about the products and the things that you have prepared to help education at community levels. And in a couple of weeks, you're going to find your favorite webinar presentations. We're going to post some of them, but Simon Rakapay is saying, no, it's going to be a little bit later because we need to take time to do that. And that is correct. It will take us a little bit longer than that, but they will be posted. And perhaps not in a couple, but probably by January, there'll be many coming forward so that you can see them and view them, because they're so worthy of viewing. We are holding a Knowledge Keeper and Youth Town Hall in January 24, 2022. We're going to be asking, we've got the materials ready to go, storytelling of traditional teachings, or a ceremony, or a creation story, or a dancing, drumming, music from your nation. We're going to ask our youth to share that, and then we will be showing some samples on video. We'll be putting that on in the next week or so as samples, and getting the message out so that people can begin to prepare for that. We feel that we need this focus on the youth and our knowledge keepers, so that we can show our tradition in a way that they want to share it. So we're very excited about this. So watch for that, and watch FNEAA website for listing of our upcoming town halls. They'll be coming soon. So all members can attend free. And so this is the part where I want to say, stand up, stand up. Thank you, FNEAA staff. You have made this session, this national gathering, an amazing success. I know how many hours that you've put into it. I'm so thrilled that I get to be part of you to make a difference, and in our communities, and with our bringing our peoples together to share their stories, because they're so rich and vibrant and real, so full of tradition, so full of who we are as a self-determining people. So it's been wonderful. I'd also like to thank our board of directors. We have a special gift for you coming, but not till December. But we want to thank you. This is a volunteer board of directors, and they give their heart and souls. They're so passionate about FNEAA, and I want to say Yawagoa to them, because they help steer us in the right direction. They know, they're on the ground doing the work. And so when they share their perspectives and their views, we are so fortunate to have such a gifted body of directors who have done nothing but support us and help us learn and become. So we're very grateful to you all and acknowledge all the hard work and hold you up for doing that hard work. So now AGOA, and the last body is Peter Jensen. His group has been in the background, but they've made all this electronic magic happen, and they've done it in a very real positive way. It's been pretty seamless, pretty amazing for our first time out. So we're very grateful to Peter Jensen and his crew. And we want to make sure that we don't leave them out, that we hold them up. So Nyawagoa, and thank you for attending our conference. Nyawe.
Okay, Nyawagoa, Dr. Tremblay. I would like to introduce Darren Googoo, our chair, for some closing remarks.
As we come to a close for our first virtual national gathering 2021, on behalf of myself as the chair for the FNEAA board and our board members, Davin DeMoss, Janice Chevalier, Maureen Johns, Melanie Bennett, and Tracy O'Reilly, I want to thank and acknowledge the wonderful work done by all of the people that brought and made this conference possible. First, I'd like to thank Mike Mitchell, our knowledge keeper, for opening and closing for us and doing such a wonderful job. I want to thank, next I need to thank all of the people that registered for this event. We do this because of you. And we established our association with the intent of providing a voice and a collective voice for all of the people across Canada that are in roles similar to the ones that we have. We wanted to create this network of sharing and support. And so your presence here really speaks volumes to where we need to go and how we need to get there in the future. So I want to thank you for participating in our inaugural national gathering. It's really important to us. I want to thank all of the speakers that came across from all of our nations across this country, all the way from the east to the west and the south to the north, and to have you guys come and participate on this as champions of change, which is the name of our conference. It's so important that at this point we are there so that we can provide those voices and have provide the best context for education for First Nations in Canada. I really want to thank you all for coming. The next thing, I really want to thank the staff at the office for all of their hard work, putting together this conference in the pandemic, and as a first one, it went so smoothly and it was so well done. I want to thank all of you at the central office for making it happen. And lastly, I just want to say, for those of you that this is your first time interacting with the First Nations Education Administrators Association, we want to encourage you to become a member of the organization. And you can do so by just contacting any of our staff here at the office, or you can check out our FNEAA website at www.fneaa.ca. Check it out, talk to Manon. She'll set you up. She'll make sure you become a member. Manon is responsible for membership, but any of the staff, if you talk to them, they'll set you up and help you become a member of our organization. And finally, I just want to make you all aware that while this was great and we loved it, the virtual event, our hope is really to create a network of people that can meet and discuss and have those side conferences and stuff. So we want to meet in person. So we are planning next year's national gathering at the Hotel Fairmont in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and it'll be October 26th and 27th, 2022. And check the website periodically. We'll keep you informed of all of the updates and the progress on our in-person event planned for next year. It'll also be offered virtually. So if you can't make it in person, you can always come online and join us virtually next year. With all of this, it was a wonderfully two-day event. Thank you to our MC, Simon Bracupe, for the wonderful job that he did. So many people who who are MCs and do all of this work know that there's a lot of work that goes into doing this. You kind of have to be on your toes. You can't just leave like some of us were able to do and go have a sidebar meeting when we needed to the last few days. Simon has to be on there all the time. He's got to make sure that things go well. So I want to thank him for his dedication to the role of MC this time. And with that, I just want to thank everyone and Walali Alkum Sidwen on behalf of our board here at FNEAA. Thank you.
Over to Mike Mitchell, Mohawk Faith Keeper from Akwesasne for the closing prayer.
I want to congratulate first all the people involved in this meeting. I know it is hard if you're not mechanically inclined, technically. It's a lot of fast memory jogging as to what needs to be done. So I want to thank everybody for pulling all this together. It is a good day to meet, and it's a good day to get things done in spite of everything that's going on. And so as our minds now have been brought together in unity, we've come to that part of the meeting where, as they say in our language, is what they call our minds will be released and allowed to go back to our home fires. And before we can do that, we offer these words of thank you. Thank the Creator for this day. Thank all the spirit guardians, and ask that you all be guided in your homes, with your families, your communities. And we thank the Creator for this day, for the gift of life, for our health, peace of mind, and for the things that we got done. And from Mother Earth to all of its creations that are on this land, the animal, the bird life, the waters, the tree life, all living things, as our ancestors would say, each one at a time, we offer these words of thanksgiving for all of creation that we are living with and a part of. We give thanks. For all the good things that is happening in our lives, we give thanks. For the health of our families and community and peace of mind that we have, for the ceremonies that are keeping us closely related to creation, to the Creator. And we thank also the elders of our communities for their strength, wisdom, and sound advice that they depart to us from time to time. Their knowledge of ceremony, their knowledge of language, and following the traditions and cultures of your own nations. May they last, and when they come and rise back up again, in your profession as educators, we rely on you as well to help us recognize the importance of culture, language, and tradition incorporated into your education system. It will contribute to the survival of our nation. And with those words, we put as our thanksgiving to creation and to the Creator, we end today's meeting, and we give thanks that all these things may happen again in the near future. Tony Gawanega Daneto.